What's going on, guys? Sithis here, back at it with another live stream. Today we are back playing some World of Warcraft. Let's turn the audio up. All right, that should be good. And yeah, let's continue. Let's see. I got the chat connected. All right, we are back with my buddy pal, my buddy old pal here, Praxalar.
Blood and thunder. Go forth to victory.
Getting all these gear upgrades. Let's go finish off all of these quests that I have. Oh. See if I have any new abilities. What was the, all right. How was he able to walk faster? What the fuck? Let's see if anyone actually joins the room. Seems like it's been pretty quiet. Kind of sucks that it takes a long time to get from point A to point B, but it is what it is.
KingSithis, would you like my New York 6E wares?
Talk to me.
I need to have 40.
What's beyond your mind?
So basically I need 100 gold.
Stay away.
In order to earn a mount. I hope somebody gives me gold. That would be nice. How long have I been streaming? 10 minutes and nobody's joined? Let me go to a different Discord. All right. I moved to a different room. Let's see if anyone actually joins.
Taxation is grape.
Yes, it is. Taxation is the financial equivalent of rape. Damn. That's bad. What are you guys up to, huh? Excuse me. All right. I'm going to need to avoid that area because... yeah.
Hey man, what happened to your other troll warrior?
Oh, I was playing, this is classic World of Warcraft. Like the normal classic World of Warcraft.
Oh, so this is official Blizzard 1?
Yeah, basically. And I'm giving it a shot because... I don't know. I feel like I should be...
HC.
No hardcore. I could not do that. I'm not, I haven't even gotten to level 60 yet. I mean, I have never even done a raid yet. I've gotten to level 60, I'm not going to lie. But I have not done a raid yet. I've just been enjoying leveling so much that every time I make it to level 60, I just make a new
My soul is
character.
cursed to play HC to whatever end.
Yeah, I get that. I just enjoy... I get that because I enjoy the leveling experience so much that... yeah. I really do enjoy. I don't really like... I'm not sure what is in the end game that's going to make me enjoy it more than just leveling up. You know? Once I get to level 60, I'm like, now what? Boring.
I can immediately tell this isn't regular classic because of the water BTW.
Yeah. I honestly just really enjoy the leveling experience. People adding me, inviting me to the room, their group.
Yeah, same here, the growth is the important part for me.
I don't really care about the endgame at all. I have a level 60 character on Turtle, but I've never really done much with him.
I played 9 days to get to 60, another 18 to become full bis.
I don't know what to do.
And I've enjoyed the 9 days a lot more than the 18.
Yeah. I really enjoy the leveling experience of WoW. I think it makes the game for me. Oh, there's the boss here? Where's the boss? What is he, a mage? Yeah.
I've had an excellent guild, super nice guys, but raid logging was not fun.
Yeah, I like doing the dungeons.
Getting your first ring, helmet, or trinket feels so right.
It does. I like to tell people that I'm playing with in the game that I'm live, and then they pop into my live stream. I think that's fun.
And when you're ticking off things to do when you're maxed out is unsatisfying.
Hey, Jerkman.
Yo,
I think we need to legalize all drugs.
I have a bad news.
Why?
I have some. I'm gonna be LARPing as a communist.
No. Okay.
Like you
And then
have
I'm
your
gonna talk
epic
about the
mount,
ECP.
you no longer look for bags, you maxed out your profession.
You're... Oh, wait, say that again?
I'm gonna be LARPing as a communist, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about the ECP.
Okay, what do you want? What do you want to... Go ahead.
Are you aware of the cockshot model?
No.
Okay. I believe the cockshot model solves the ECP.
Give me one sec. Wait, how do you spell that?
Literally cock and then shot.
Cock shock?
Shot.
Cock shot?
Yeah, it's the funniest name ever.
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Oh, cock shot.
Wall cock shot.
Okay. Prices replaced with labor time accounting. Product is coordinate using input output tables. Computer calculate how much later. Instead of prices, goods are valued and social necessary labor time. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so you know the problem with like using labor time or how much time labor time in order um to determine whether or not um something is valuable is not really good, because some people work on things that take a long time, and it could still not be valuable. Like labor time,
Well,
there could be a lot of things that use a lot of labor time. It's still not very valuable. So
I mean, again, like, so it would still be based around the LTV, but it still has to be socially necessary. It has to be complete. So, like, for instance, we can find input costs, put them on leitmotif matrices. If we do this, right, we can use, while we're seeing equilibrium, which is just a capitalist model, the same model that the Cockshotty model is using to come up with prices, except we're just
I can't really hear
labor
you.
time. So how the cockshot model works is that we're using labor time, right, as a general idea of cost, right? So we know the costs of things. We know the amount of labor time that goes into things based off of like resources. We have X amount of resources. We can ration this to basic necessity. And then what we're going to do is we're going to basically have everything where I'm sure you're aware of like basic econ where MC equals MR. But marginal revenue is just going to be like the amount of, I guess you could say, like things an economy needs to run in a socialist mode of production. So it would be like households would be micro planned. These households would, say what we need, mostly food, housing, things of that nature, and then everything else after that will be excess and isn't really important to the economy's mode of production. And through that, they can then run this model into a leitmotif matrix, will mean through these prices until they get to a general equilibrium model, which will have absolutely no deadweight loss.
Yeah. So how are you determining how expensive something is?
How expensive something is?
Mm-hmm.
Just through like a resource voucher. So like we know that we have, let's say we have 100 bars of silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that production is typically, we want maybe, I don't know, company A wants 15 bars, company B wants 16 bars, and then through that we can see the amount of labor time that went into it to come up with like a general idea of price as well as the cost of that, and allocate based off of that. Allocate is based on.
So what are you basing that price off of? Labor time?
Yeah, labor time as well as
Yeah, but labor
like
time doesn't
subscription.
determine whether or not something's valuable.
I mean, that would be where the Marxists would disagree with you.
Yeah, but they should watch my YouTube video on it. On why they're wrong!
I don't genuinely think you could defend the LTV against me. And I'm not even an
I just
LTV.
did. What do you mean?
So no, like to say. So Marxists, do you believe that the LTV is internally consistent?
Not really.
How so?
Well, because they attribute value to being come from labor, whereas things that don't have labor are valuable.
Can
Even
you
though
define the? Okay, that's just not even what the. That's not even what the LTV is trying to proclaim here.
The labor theory of value, it doesn't say that we derive value from labor.
I mean, it says not all things are valuable. It's talking about commodities.
So how do they
Can you
determine
just-
whether or not, how do they determine how things are valuable?
Through the amount of socially necessary labor time that goes into a commodity. There's a few first order conditions. One, it has to be a commodity.
Well, how do you know how do you know whether or not something's socially necessary?
Well, socially necessary just means it's basically demanded, right? Like, it's just kind of a...
How do you know whether or not
Marxian-
something's demanded?
Whether someone buys it or not. This is quantifiable. Like, we can see...
So
hey,
basically
this
what
was
you're
bought.
saying is that the subjective evaluations of the individuals within society and the things that they buy basically give you the signals as to what is wanted and what is not wanted through private property
Through
trades.
And the word you're looking for, just so you can be consistent, not sound stupid, would be marginal utility. But
Marginal
private property-
utility.
But no, Marxists would say that part of that is true, right? But when we're looking at value of commodities, right, we're trying to make a descriptive claim about capitalism. So we know what is happening under a capitalist mode of production, right? We know that some valuation is shown through like what is demand. All that is really required for social necessary is that there is a I guess use value to everything.
Well, how do you
after
know if
that,
there's
you
a
can make
use?
it-
How do you know if something has a use value?
If it's demanded, it's like it's not like this complicated thing here. If it's demanded, which
Well, then if
Marxists will
it's
say that-
demanded, then that means that it comes from subjective evaluations, bro.
Okay, you're not contradicting Marx though. Like currently, you're just on page 1 of Capital.
Okay, so what? But like you're saying that the labor theory of value.
Well,
Right.
because Marx doesn't define value the same way capitalists do. Like we're like.
So how do you
Marx is at
determine
least-
value?
Well, Marx has a definition of value, right? That is different than your definition of value. To make the theory internally consistent, we can call it a different word. I think a lot of people get tripped up because it says the word value. We can call it the labor schmeria schmalchu, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? All it's trying to say is that value in this sense is denoted by the amount of socially necessary labor time that goes into a commodity. I mean, commodities
Isn't
determined
like
by what
black value just something that you like or you get positive utility from?
So that's exactly why I told you that I think we should call it the labor schmeria schmaltu. So the word value doesn't conflate here.
So then what
We're
does it
just gonna use
describe?
that's
What is it describing?
the amount of socially necessary labor time that goes into a commodity.
So the amount of time that takes to go to build something?
Yes, I mean, and then
So,
it's saying that.
But that doesn't tell you. But that doesn't debunk the STV, right?
So both can be true. I mean, that's why you have use value, right? Use value is inherently, I guess, the STV in some ways.
Well, if
but
you're saying that you
it's just-
need labor in order to create some things, and some labor being put into it makes certain things valuable, yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
disagree with you.
So yes, so
Excuse
what the
me.
fuck is that?
What the hell
but
are you
no.
guys even talking about?
We're talking
Labor
about the labor
theory.
theory of value. Anyways, let's put this on hold. Black Star Van Nien, do you think we should legalize all drugs? Guns and prostitution? Okay, I guess that's a no. I don't know what that is. So I guess we'll go back to what we were talking about. Go ahead, jerk man.
I kind of had thought.
Schnaber,
what we're
Schnibbler,
trying to do
Blabu.
is
The
we're trying to
labor
find it- we're
schmeria
trying to find
schmabu.
We're trying to find a unity in commodities that gives them some sort of, like, I guess, pricing mechanism, or some sort of, I guess, even traditional value. Right. So, like, we understand that use value is part of it. We understand that exchange value is part of it. This is why Marx specifically put these in there, to say that there are other things that happen in an economy that isn't necessarily just use value and isn't just labor, I guess, value, you could say. But he's trying to get, like, a general idea of the economy when it comes to prices. So what we know is that labor is in all commodities. And the amount of labor time that goes into a commodity is typically associated with its exchange value. And that is basically what the LTV is trying to say. It's not trying to say the same things as valuation as like a capitalist would say, or like Menger would say in his book. So the LTV would still hold, is that it's trying to make a descriptive claim about what is going into commodities. And basically...
So basically what you're saying is that labor goes into building commodities, and sometimes it attributes to its value.
Well, the amount of time would relate to its, I guess.
Well, the amount of
value.
time would it contribute to the amount of labor in some things would attribute to the amount of how much it cost or the value associated with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of inalienable, right? Like a commodity cannot exist without labor. So it's really all Marx is trying to say here is that labor is literally the first order condition of a commodity existing.
Okay. I just don't agree. I don't agree that labor comes from value comes from labor though. Alone.
Well, again, this is why we're talking about. Okay, I guess you could say, how could a commodity exist without labor? It's basically like what comes first.
But you have open availability to anything ever.
Okay, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
So no, like, please name me one commodity that would have value without labor.
Land.
Land isn't a commodity. Try again.
Land isn't a commodity?
No, look up the definition of commodity.
What is a commodity?
It's just literally something that is to be produced.
Ownership.
Is a good or something
It's ownership.
or something a service that is standardized or interchangeable, meaning one unit is treated as essentially the same as another unit. Is land a commodity? Is land a commodity?
It can be.
No,
But does it
land can be
actually?
commodified. Like you can sell something on your land, but again,
Okay,
like,
land
as
is not a
changed-
commodity in the strict economic sense, even though it is often treated as one in market.
Okay, but
Okay,
this
well,
is,
how about
again-
this? Video game
No,
skins.
don't shift. Don't shift. I asked
Video
you a
game
specific
skins.
question. What?
Video game skins.
Video game skins. Those
Mhm.
had labor that went into the development of them.
No, not if you copy it.
What do you? No, I'm saying like the original. Again, technology is a very confusing thing for a lot of capitalists to like wrap
No,
their
no,
head
no,
around.
no. You don't understand. If I
What are you even arguing against?
hold on.
KingSithis?
If I
It's
if
just
I
like that-
download a skin or an MP3 file from a video game or from a from a computer and I copy it, I mean I haven't I mean that's valuable. Even I mean to me that's
No, but
something
the
that
original. So like,
but
that
no
would just be
work was
considered
put
just
into that
strict-
thing.
That would be called strict alienation. Whoever made the skin, right, would still be the rightful owner of its labor and its value. So you just alienated that product from that person, but it's still
No, the
created
skin
labor.
what that was copied didn't have any work put into it.
How did it get made?
It got made by being copied.
No. The original one, that like the thing that you.
That's
press
not what we're
copy and
talking
you-
about.
Okay, again, I don't really get your point here. It just doesn't make any.
Okay, so
like,
when you
actual logical
download-
sense.
When you copy something from a video game, no labor was put into the copy. You just copied it.
No, it's just alien. It's literally just alienation, right?
I disagree with you on this, bro. That doesn't make any sense. No work went into the.
Disagreement.
That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's just kind of your claim's kind of retarded.
How is that
Because the-
retarded? If you copy a fucking MP3, no work was put into the second
This
copy.
is what Marx
What
talks
put
about
into
this
that?
in Volume 3. Marx talks about this in Volume 3 of Capital. And it's
Oh.
pretty simple.
Really? About
Wait, no.
MP3 files?
No, I mean this is straight up alien. It's like, okay, let's just go back. Where did you get the skin from?
I copied it from a video game.
Okay. Who did the video game developer, right?
No, you copied it from a video game file.
Okay.
And then I put
So
it into my
someone
skin. So I
had to have made
download.
that
So for
skin.
instance, like if I download a Skyrim mod, right? The mod that's in the files that's in my computer, nobody put any work into that.
Nobody put into work into making the mod.
Not the file. It was copied.
The actual mod itself is what we're talking about.
I'm talking about the file.
Then I would say that it's not a commodity. You're just copying.
It is a
and pasting
commodity.
over.
I'm downloading it and I'm going to use it for my video game.
I don't really see how this is a commodity. I mean, in like any sense, it's literally free. One.
No.
Two, I don't really see how it was exchanged upon, right? You said you got it for what? You didn't exchange anything for it. Someone did produce the original mod. You're just saying that the act of you downloading it isn't is an example of no labor being produced in a commodity. This is just like a completely random
No, you're
thing
just not
because you
getting
can't
it.
think-
You're just not getting it.
I'm not getting it because it just doesn't make sense.
It
Like, if
does
anyone
make
else is
sense. You
listening-
don't know how MP3 downloads work?
Yeah, this doesn't make sense because someone still made the original fucking models of this.
No, you guys are bullshitting me.
Wait, so what? The model just drops in from space, or where does the skin come from?
The copy did it. The copy did.
Where does
You
the
literally
original come
clicked
from?
it and then you press copy, and then you have a second one now.
Can you think of any other example? Or are you just going to try to?
How about a
die on
3D
this,
printed
like,
video? What about a 3D printed thing?
The technology is another form of alienation, right? So someone had to have made the 3D printer
I don't
itself.
know if that's true or not.
Wait a minute. So the work that went into making the 3D printer contributes to the value of something that the 3D printer makes? That doesn't make sense.
Yes. That's
How?
Like,
It wasn't even. It has nothing to do with the other thing. One has nothing to do with the other.
Gun from a printer.
Do you know
Why
what
can't you
cosmic
make a
capital
human?
is? KingSithis?
Oh my god, you guys are making my head
Cosmic
hurt.
capital is literally what a 3D printer is. It's literally value has been put into the 3D printer by labor, and now that value can impact production again. But that value.
Yeah, but
stems from
nobody,
labor.
no work is being put into the thing that's being created
It
from the
is,
3D
because
printer.
The printer itself derives from human labor.
Oh
So even
my
in a
god,
society-
no,
Wait, so where's the printer come in? Does the printer just spawn
It's
in?
no,
Do you copy paste the
no,
printer?
you're wrong. Listen,
Am I
the
wrong?
thing
Where do
that is
printers come
being
from?
made from the printer has no human labor put
This
into
is
it.
just alienation. This is literally like
No, I'm just not gonna agree with you on
You're
this, bro.
denying constant capital. This entire
I'm not
you
gonna
can
agree with you
disagree
on
with
that.
it, but like your critique
Because I don't know what else to say. You're just saying that I'm wrong, but you're not making sense.
You are wrong because under our definition of value, you are factually incorrect.
Okay.
I
don't think you're right.
anymore. It's just it's just we're teaching you about fucking the labor theory of value.
Are you guys
No, you're
scared?
just you guys don't make any sense.
What about when it
Well,
comes
it's
to like a
not Spanish,
3D
it's like
printer XR? When this is actually like
That doesn't make any sense.
available to everyone.
So I think people get confused between fixed and variable capital, or factors of production. And obviously, labor is variable, right? But labor can also embed itself into capital, but the value from capital ultimately still derives from labor. So even like a 3D printer is an example of the labor theory.
No. I'm not talking about the 3D printer. I'm talking about the thing that was made from it.
Yeah, exactly. So all things of production
Yeah,
from
you know.
Okay, but that thing wasn't made using labor, right?
Yeah,
It
someone
was
initially
using
made the 3D printer
a
model. That was
I
labor.
didn't ask you that.
I have a plastic fucking gun. Yeah.
I didn't ask you that. I
It's
asked you if there was any labor put into that thing.
There was
No,
because someone
probably
made
not.
the model and then
Oh
we're
my
saying
god.
that
Yeah, I
probably
just
right now.
I don't know
it's
what
not
else
a
to say, bro.
threat,
I just
but
don't agree with you on this.
In 10 years, it might actually be a threat.
What are you talking
I have no
about?
idea what this guy's talking about. He sounds like he's
holy
high.
autism, dog.
Wait, you really don't understand that?
Not what
Are
you're
you
saying,
fucking
not really.
hammered or just retarded?
I think he's been smoking that
Oh, I'm
shit.
just smart.
I didn't even know they
You're
let
not following the conversation very well. No one's talking about
Ingenuity
particular
will
3D
prove that in like 5 to 10 years that this modification for like making fake guns is gonna become more
What are
normalized.
you talking about?
All
So
of
this,
you.
can we get
Yeah, don't worry, I got you.
I didn't even know they allowed them types to get computers.
I just thought your argument against LTV seems very ignorant and incoherent.
Oh,
Like I'm not even trying to be a dick. Like you generally don't understand the LTV, like even a little.
oh, I don't understand the LTV. You sound like the guys in my comment section. On my
Is
YouTube
that
video.
right?
You
Like,
could literally
I-
just fucking concede LTV. It doesn't matter.
No,
the
you're
system
wrong.
itself is internally
No,
correct.
maybe you guys should read some Mises and Carl Manger and get your
I
shit
promise
straight.
you-
Get your facts straight.
Sithis, I have read probably I'm gonna guess 20 more books than you, like of all time. On
How
Austrian
many
period.
books have you read?
On Austrian alone, probably 30.
Okay, maybe I don't know. I
And
don't know
then
how many
what-
Austrian books I literally just got done I just got the book Man, Economy and State, the physical copy of the Scholars Edition, and I'm really
Bro, you're a
happy about it.
fucking Baby on econ.
Dude, you're literally a baby Austrian dude.
Well, I
You
mean,
have a
I've only
YouTube
been at this for like a year, so what do you want from me?
No, I was just
He's
surprised
an
you
asshole.
fucking.
He's just like Baldo Fiend, doesn't care.
Bro, shut up. You don't even know anything. You don't even watch my videos, so I don't want you to hear you guys talking anything about my YouTube
I do
channel.
watch your videos with this. I've known you for years.
Okay, so what you don't like my YouTube video? What's your favorite YouTube video?
No,
then?
I just wouldn't ever. I wouldn't engage on LTV, dog. Like you generally don't know what it is.
No, you're just wrong, and then you're mad.
I
No,
mean, me and Dirk can reject LTV too, but the way you're going about it is not the way to do it.
Oh,
The
That's all I
LTV
hear from
itself
you
is
guys.
internally criti-
that's all I hear.
They're internally correct, right? Like they're accepting other forms of value. They're just saying they posit like labor theory value. The question isn't is LTV correct. The question is if LTV is applicable, one, and two, if LTV has any normative implications.
And until you can say the
I'm proud
internal
of you.
contradictions,
I'm proud of you.
You actually got really close on, but you just let me fucking skate away from it. But there is an internal contradiction of what is the first order condition of what is socially necessary, which is subjective. Which, if you just never let
I
me
said that.
obfuscate, I know, but you let me obfuscate. Don't let me obfuscate. If you ever get in a comedy debate, never let them obfuscate from that point.
I feel like I addressed that. But wait, I was totally right about the video game skin. I don't understand how you guys are telling me I
No,
was wrong
that
about
was
that.
genuinely retarded.
How is that
Listen,
fucking retarded? How is that retarded? That makes no sense. If you have a
It's
3D
right,
printer,
it's
if you have a 3D printer, if you have a video game and you copy it, there's no labor going into that.
No, it's just you just don't
There
understand
is-
the theory.
No,
Like, I'm not even LARPing anymore.
that doesn't
I'm
make
saying
any
you
sense.
Like so, things like technology just alienate labor from the workers themselves, but it still is a derivative of labor because capital and dead labor are still like
No,
what they would say. Like,
no, that doesn't make any
What?
sense. Because no
Okay.
labor was
Their
put into
theory,
the
it's
thing.
built to the theory, they have the answer to your
No
question.
labor was put into that thing.
Labor was
Yeah, I
put in
mean-
the 3D printer. Labor
No,
was put
and
into
that's
the
not.
computer.
You're
Labor was
obvious.
put
That's an
into the skin.
obfuscation, bro. That's an obfuscation.
I literally answered every single aspect of this thing that you
No,
just
you're
posited.
wrong.
Labor is put in the skin. Labor was put into the 3D printer. Labor is put into
Not into the copy.
computer. Labor is put into the operating system.
Not into the copy.
here's the thing: you just never obfuscate from the point that the first order condition is subjective. How can you have an objective theory of value when your initial theory, your
No, I
initial
mean, as far
value?
Marxists
Well, the first
say-
martyr condition definitely
as far
is
Marxists would say it's not
subjective because you're
objective,
relying
yeah.
on the whole demand thing, which is what you said. Well, it's like, oh, it's based on demand. Well, it's just like, how do you determine demand? Subjective evaluations. Well, then, okay, well,
Yeah.
there you go.
Don't let me obfuscate.
But I
from
said that. You guys are saying that I'm wrong. I hate you guys so much because you guys just come in here and you talk all this fucking shit about me, and then I prove that you guys are right. I'm right, and then you guys will be all like, "Oh, but I just don't like the way that you did it," and then it's just like, ugh, I don't want to hear
said
it.
I was LARPing as a communist
No.
in a debate.
No, I hate you guys. I don't hate you guys.
Are you
though.
Why do you hate us? We're trying to
I don't
help
hate you guys.
this.
He was trolling, but
I'm trolling though. I'm just tired of you guys contradicting me. It just makes me feel insecure, you know.
We're trying to make you a stronger AnCap.
yeah.
It makes me feel insecure, you know.
What the fuck are you guys even debating?
You know
No,
that
I'm just
scene
kidding
in
about that, by
Kanye
the way.
West Stronger? Like the Kanye West Stronger scene, like right now you're in the medical chamber, you're being turned into the stronger version of yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Without these
like
trials,
quite literally, you're the last
without
person
these trials,
to-
you might be like, you can jerk off in front of a kid, under the NAP.
Yeah, that's the question. Do you think you can jerk off in front of a kid in the NAP?
Me?
Not you, I mean like is that normatively permissible?
Yes.
I mean, it depends on whether or not you're violating the NAP by doing that.
No. Okay, so
let's
like,
say I'm just in my front yard and I see some kindergartners walking by and I just start jerking
Maybe they
it,
should look
so
the other way.
he's one too.
They should look
Can I
the other
offer
way.
the kindergartners candy to watch me? Would that be ethical?
You know what? I'm not going to answer this because we're on YouTube. So let's move
But
on.
you already know the fucking answers.
We're on YouTube. Let's move on.
Actually, so
Okay,
we came up with a different theory, a way around this. As long as the pedophile comes, we can
talk about
actually
it.
shoot. It's called shoot theory. It's a derivative of pickaxe theory. So as soon as
I
As
feel
soon
like
as the
I
pedophile-
debugged the cock shot thing pretty good.
oh no, you didn't.
The
You just-
cock.
What do you mean? You had to
What
go
was
to the
your
labor
answer?
theory of value in order to justify it.
Oh, we go.
Oh.
You don't really need it. I was
The
trying
cock
to be
shot
full
doesn't
Marxoid.
presuppose labor theory of value. It just shows you can plan without like cash inputs. It's just an optimization model. The only like you can make that a better response is if you don't understand the econ, just say it presupposes an answer to the knowledge problem. Because cockshot acknowledges the knowledge problem. He just states that there'd likely be a solution.
Well, I never heard of the cock shot model, so
Yeah,
Oh,
like
well,
you
you
just,
should.
like
so
when I, said
I
there
just
was-
heard about it now. So
I was talking about like the generalized equilibrium. Your response was like, "What about scarcity?" Like Leomotive like handles scarcity because it takes all the resources in an economy.
so I had to like
But it's
literally
not
like
against-
research it right now as he was telling me about it because I
yeah,
didn't
I
even
know.
know
That's
what
why
it
I
was.
kind of was like, kind of not going full autism mode
Mhm.
on you.
Listen, guys, you guys like
mean,
you're not wrong when you guys say I'm a bit of a baby Austrian. I haven't really been studying this for that long.
Yeah, that's
I
totally
mean, how long
cool,
have you been
dude.
a handicap for? Austrian?
Only for like a year. Well, a
you're
little more
handicap
than a
longer.
year.
You've been longer than that.
More than a year, I would say. I've been a libertarian for longer than that, though.
I mean, I've literally only I only heard the name Rothbard like 2 years ago.
I've only heard about Rothbard when I was watching Liquid Zulu's video, and that's it.
Oh, you're just a Zulu clone.
Am I?
So if there's a penny on the ground, right, and it saves
Yes.
the world.
He bites the bullet. He bites all the bullets. He bites.
I buy all the bullets. I'm gonna buy all the bullets.
I'm
Whatever bullet you tell me, as long as it follows the NAP, I'm gonna bite that bullet. Now,
Alright.
If
am
it
I gonna
wasn't for
say
YouTube,
every?
would you
Am I
say
gonna bite
that's
every
the-
single bullet on my YouTube channel? Probably not, because I don't want to get
No,
banned.
I'm not even say what the full bullet is, but let's
But-
say there was a guy in a yard and he had candy and he offered it to kids.
As long as
or
it
something,
it doesn't violate the NAP, I don't care.
Alright.
Alright.
That's gonna be my answer to everything.
There's a single mother, right? Father left, and she's working 3 jobs, so she's not unproductive, but like because of like fractional reserve banking, right? Shit's been tough.
Sex for rent?
Right.
Oh, I'm so
What?
down for that.
Just,
Sex for rent.
No. She's like, I feel like she should, maybe get some little bit of welfare check.
Fuck that bitch.
So she voluntarily chooses to starve. And her kids voluntarily choose to starve as well.
Voluntarily choose to starve? I don't think you can voluntarily choose to starve. I would say you just died
okay.
due to natural causes.
Oh, fuck, dude. You got to bite the voluntary chose to starve bullet. Or
Is
then I
that
would say that not
voluntarily?
everyone-
In the sense that nobody's making you starve.
let's say
I'll say that.
You had a baby, right? And you put the baby in a closet and you just live stream it starving to death. Would anyone be like ethically permitted to intervene?
Of course.
Why?
But because that's if somebody is doing something that could, or not the owner, but the guardian of that child is gonna do something that'll lead to its death. They're basically abandoning that role. And if they stop somebody from
if a mother can provide while working 3 jobs, right, for their child, which does happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that there should be some system put in place, guaranteed, not under like a mutual aid society, right?
Why are we talking about all this? Like, can we talk about something less fucking gruesome?
Well, the issue with your claim is that you can never guarantee a positive. Like, we could say you ought to have, but you can't guarantee that the mother always gets food. That's not an ethical or normative position. It's not universalizable. So like,
that is
we
true.
can say we ought to provide food to the child, but we can't say there's a guarantee of it.
Well, no, I'm saying.
Well, that would basically be slavery.
That action violates the NAP because you're saying that you don't voluntarily choose to starve, right? So it'd be an act of coercion to starve.
Of the NAP, I'm not speaking of the NAP. I'm just saying that the claim that we universally there's an obligation to give these people food is incorrect. That cannot be true.
Yeah, that's a positive claim, positive right, and
yeah, positive rights are fallacies.
Yeah, that's slavery.
No, I would just say it comes from the NAP. Unless you bite the bullet that it's voluntary to starve.
I mean, if it's voluntary to starve in the sense that I'm not forcing that person, they're dying as their own, because of natural causes, then I mean, whatever, I don't care. I don't think you're obligated. I don't think you're obligated to take care of that person. I would say,
So then
Sorry.
why is anyone allowed to break in and save the child from the starvation live stream?
Well, because if that would be forestalling, if they didn't
It's
allow
not
you.
forestalling. I'm very clearly saying I still own this baby. He lives in my house. I record him every day to make money off.
Can we
him.
stop
He's
using
quite
the?
really
I don't know how many times I gotta ask you guys. Like, can we stop? Can we move away from like the children stuff?
All right, fine. Let's just say that you have a kid that's 19 years
Oh
old. and
my
just locked in
God,
a
bro.
closet and you live stream him.
19. He's 19.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
He's nothing with
So if you have this 19-year-old kid, can you just lock him in your closet and like live stream him starving to death?
Is he consenting?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, he's not running away. It's under libertarian property.
If he's consenting, I don't care. If that's what he wants to do, man, that's on him.
Okay. I love how very conveniently TOS prevents you from the child example.
I mean, you think I wouldn't bite that bullet, or
No, I feel like
I know you would
alluding.
like that bullet.
okay? So I don't want to hear it.
Convenient.
I don't want to hear it.
So yeah, Jeremy, just to be clear, he bit that bullet on the child
Okay.
live stream.
Okay, that's all I want. I just want all of the bullets to be bit from the AnCaps because I want all of the AnCaps to have the bad optics.
You're not an
literally
AnCap.
optically terrible.
No, I'm literally
You're a
an
fucking.
Keynesian.
Oh, shut up!
I
You're a
came
fucking AnCap. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense.
He's not an
I'm literally not.
I'm not an
Oh, I'm
AnCap.
not an
Neither of us are
AnCap, but I agree with everything that they believe in.
No, we don't.
I don't. I think that.
So you don't believe in the NAP?
honestly, I don't give a fuck about ethics.
Oh,
I want
So-
the best economic system possible.
so you don't believe in the NAP?
I mean, I think that you shouldn't agree. I mean, I think taxes are based, so
You think taxes are based? You're not an anarchist.
I'm not. What?
Disgusting.
I only think that taxes are like a necessary. They're theft, but I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's disgusting.
He agrees with the ethics. He just doesn't prescribe them.
Disgusting.
Yeah, like I just think that it's not a good economic system. So I don't agree with it.
Oh, so like you like the ends justify the means for you, basically.
Yeah, sure. I don't need to justify anything. I just need to know that there will be better material conditions for everybody involved. That's all that I care about. I'm basically
So
just a
like, let's say
utopia,
there's like a
some-
utopia, this beautiful utopia, and
I
in
still
order-
have some rules in my utopia, or like so like again, I don't think like physical harm should be done upon anybody. But in the case of taxes, like I
what
don't
happens
give
if
a
I don't
fuck.
pay taxes?
If you don't pay taxes,
Yeah.
you go to prison.
What if I resist?
But if you resist, you gotta use some force, big dog.
Okay, well then you don't agree with that.
What'd you say?
I said you just said that you don't believe that there should be physical force be used against people, and then
No,
you're
I mean like between like the non-status, right? Between like us common folk, right? No murder and shit like that. No torturing of a little child in a little chamber. But like, if you break in a law, like yeah, you're gonna have some force. It's still under like the same rules. It's just real utilitarian.
oh, so what if the law said it's okay to do the ritual? Then does it change anything?
I said I'm prescribing. You said utopia, so like again, we can go under my utopian ethics here. Like, you can follow the NAP, but the law says right. If
No,
you
hold
break
on.
the laws that I'm
I'm
prescribing.
just asking a simple question. Like, if there's like a
I really
utopia.
don't think you understand what real utopia is, Kirkman.
Yeah.
I don't. But
I think
don't
you're
care.
you're obfuscating. I think. What?
Yeah, I would just stop arguing ethics and just say you don't care.
I don't care. I mean, this is the whole point.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
So then why are you running away
Like-
from the question?
Because I don't care.
Okay, so like let's say
Cool,
like
tax
you
it,
needed to
tax 'em.
like rape 10 people in order to keep the utopia alive, you would say, I don't care.
I mean, it is not ever a real scenario this exists.
It's not what I asked
You're just
you.
making. Okay, I don't care.
Okay. 20 people?
30, 40, 50, 60. I know the whole fucking argument.
Yeah, as many
I was-
as
I-
many rapes as
I
it
was
makes
literally-
necessary.
I was an ethics pro before you were even picked up. a
No,
book.
I know, but it's
your
just like
arguments.
why are you getting so upset? It's just a simple question. I didn't get so upset when you're questioning me.
If you don't want to talk about ethics, just disengage, Kirkman. You're not making very good points.
I don't. But again, I think like there's some point of right, having to care about economics, and whether I can justify it
Before you
ethically
just-
or not, this is all I was really gonna talk about.
Okay.
Like, are you a full reserver? It's
I'm
the most
not
ethical.
Oh my god. I'm so over this conversation with you, man.
What? It's the
I
most
generally
ethical.
think like you're just like praxis and like ethically you're literate, but like, your praxis is just totally illiterate, Jerkman. So you just assume that the only way to have anarchism is have economic retardation. That's not true.
I think that I feel like I can justify that sort of.
I don't feel like you can. The only way you can do that is if you're just saying that anarchism is when we have like a Zuluian, Rothbardian economy. Like, of course, in those situations, the economy sucks ass. But like, that's not what anarchism would like have
How would
to
you
be
how would
necessarily.
you
Like,
provide fiscal stimulus, right? Under an anarchist lens.
you already know the answer. CHAs.
No, fiscal stimulus. I didn't say monetary stimulus.
What's the difference?
Monetary stimulus would become in forms of like injecting money into the economy, which I believe the anarchists can do. I'm saying fiscal stimulus, like when speculation's high or is really shit, no one wants to build, right? We need to employ shit into the economy in order to have resources based off the same consumption things that you actually said you'd agreed with under like general theory.
Are you talking about interest rates? You could do that privately too.
No. Again, the economy's shit. No one wants to invest regardless. Right?
then what can the state do?
This is
Like, what
this
does
is,
the state do in that
this is what
situation?
what
What does the state do?
they employ projects like you could say they employ road projects. They employ it's basically just ELR. You just try to maximize employment through certain
Kind of
projects.
retarded. Like, if you actually understand what the New Deal was, you understand that most of these projects were under the veneer of the New Deal program, but it was mostly just kind of like it was kind of like a rally cry. And there was projects like under the Works Progress Administration and other entities that did directly attribute employment to the New Deal itself. But most of the employment was actually created on a local scale by business owners and true believers in the New Deal. And they would organize, like,
But
for
this
example,
is
in St. Cloud,
okay. I guess you haven't read Keynes' chapter yet, so I guess you didn't even. But like Keynes literally admits this. He's saying that they're trying to spur some sort of hope in the economy and create new investment and jobs. Right? They're spurring around the New Deal is the entire point of the multiplier.
I'm just saying that the point is that this could occur without a fucking state implemented New Deal. Because most of the New Deal in practice was privately done.
This isn't again. This isn't what Keynes is
I
saying. So
don't
like a
know
lot
what
of
your point is. If your point is literally you just need a fucking narrative to get people to start spending again, you can do that without the state. The
Based.
state
it's
could
not
have
even
done
like
literally
they're
nothing with
they're
the New
employing
Deal.
actual they're employing actual resources. Like
If you let me
so
finish my fucking example, it'll explain to you they did the same thing without the state under the New Deal. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
so most of the things in the New Deal were roads, correct, or some sort of infrastructure.
Under the Work Progress Administration or the broader New Deal? Because the majority of employment under these programs was not explicitly by the state.
Again, so in
Like, for
the
example, a lot of New Deal, like, there would be business owners in towns that would have money in their savings. And because they believed in the New Deal, they would use this money to create, like, worker co-ops. They would literally create farms where people would work and, like, create projects around town for them to do.
this was all because employment was being multiplied. This is literally Keynes's new point. His whole point.
What is your point? I don't understand. Like, you literally have countercyclical policy that's not stemming from the government. You have more
It
people being
was
employed by
Keynes's point is it was stemming from the government. It's literally saying, okay,
Keynes
we
would be
had
empirically wrong because we have examples of employment being generated by non-state actors in the New Deal.
Empiricism is flawed.
agreeing with you. He literally is agreeing with you. You're not contradicting Keynes here. He's saying that the initial
I'm not
start.
arguing against Keynes, I'm arguing against you because you made the claim you can have fucking fiscal policy without the state. And yet in the New Deal, we saw empirically that there's fiscal policy that was not directed by the state.
Okay, hold on. Wait, you're gonna have to give me the floor for a little bit here. It's not your actually explain. I think you generally understand. Shouldn't be a dead.
I'm not arguing against fucking Keynes. Articulate your point.
I also agree with Keynes here, so it's like I don't. This isn't just me, right? I agree with, or this isn't just Keynes. I agree with his whole point.
What's his point?
So during times of antitrust in the financial markets, right? There's not as much investment. There's a lot of savings going on. This is exactly what happened empirically during like 1932. Right? No one wanted to invest anything because it was scary.
Sure,
So
deflation, yes.
what?
Secondary deflation, yes.
Anyways, the same thing happened in 2008, right? No one wanted to invest, right? Same shit happens in all recessions. So, what you can then say is that employment obviously falls. The same things. This is like chapter 7 through 8 of Keynes, which is, again, I agree with. I'm saying this because like this is what Keynes says, is that employment is the thing that helps stabilize aggregate demand, because when you consume, you have to have income. In order to have income, you have to consume. So this is the Euler equation. This is literally just the Euler equation. So like, households have to maximize off a certain income. If they don't have that income, they're not gonna be able to they're not gonna be able to maximize. They're not gonna be able to like use anything in the economy to spur anything. This is all stemming from unemployment. This is why Keynes cared about it. So
What are you even talking about? Respond to your point. You could
listen,
have
holy
remedies to
fuck.
unemployment.
I'm not done. One second.
You're literally overcomplicating this. I understand that you agree with Keynes that unemployment needs to be addressed to end the recession.
You long
So,
time no see, my
then
guy.
he gets to the multiplier
Still rippin'
aspect.
twow. Also,
So the
WTF
government's
combo
job
did
is
I
then
just
to
walk into?
increase employment in times of
My friends are talking
unemployment.
about
So they then
uh,
guaranteed.
I'm playing
This is
normal World of
done
Warcraft
through
Classic, and they're talking about economics.
through the state on infrastructure jobs because they can have the capital to do so. It's basically easy demand, and they know that it will then increase the income in times where speculation is high. This is not guaranteed to be done under a market during these moments. It might be done in the long run, which Keynes would agree with, as well as I would agree with. But what I'm trying to say is that having a stabilized employment during times of recession will then increase consumption, which will then exactly the point of what I was saying earlier, is that it increases a multiplier. So, because consumption goes up, investment goes
What
back
server?
up, and you have economic growth.
I might have a char
and more
there.
jobs get created from
Was
the initial
working
job
on a
growth
shaman
without more
recently.
income.
I'm on the PVE server on the Anniversary Realm.
Once again, already addressed this.
I wanted to talk about legalizing drugs, prostitution.
Cool. Now we can go to
The
different
claim is
channels.
very simple. You could have jobs being provided by people without the state doing it, which
No,
is
I'm not saying
empirically
that
supported.
the New Deal example is just bad because what happened first, the first order condition was literally, or the first actor, first mover in this instance, was the government jobs.
Well,
which would
damn.
just then
There's a
support
statement to jump off of.
the Keynesian theory of the job multiplier.
No, because the first.
Do you have a character in this server or no?
Well, there's nothing exclusive.
That'll be cool. If so, give me free gold.
It's different though, because again, a private entity can't take losses, whereas a public entity can.
Private entity absolutely can take losses.
What?
I
They
do
can
on
take
PvP, not
They just don't give a
PvE.
shit. Right? Going into government debt isn't the end of the world. They can just increase that in the tax. But like for a company going,
The point of the spontaneous ordering of these welfare programs in practice was not to make money. The point was that these operated at cost or they lost money, but these businessmen and influential citizens in the community felt obligated to use their capital and resources and knowledge to get these people gainful employment.
exactly. This is what I'm saying. So they didn't.
But
So
I'm
what I'm trying to say,
saying that you're just
okay,
presupposing it must be the state, and then you're just like applying this economic theory and saying it must be the state when it does not have to be the state.
okay.
Yeah, bro.
So what's more? I'm trying to say what's more likely. Is it the state, which doesn't have to have any profit motive, and if they lose, so what? It's not a big deal to them. Or a business being the first mover during high times.
It's not business; it's fucking charity.
So charities are going.
business motivated.
I mean,
This claim
I
is
just,
stupid. Like, obviously, states don't do what is economically suggested, anyways. I mean, like, the first thing that they did during the Great Depression was Hoover deported like 500,000 Mexicans. So, like, I really don't know. Like, you act like states are just this altruistic actor that always does what is most economically efficient, and it's like
I'm a parent. Obviously, I
it's not
disagree
even
with.
fucking true.
I'm just saying that I would rather have a state under recession than a free market, or like than an anarchist market.
And I feel
Yeah,
like
you're
that's
not
just, like,
anarchist
you're
enough, bro.
unfamiliar with the theory.
Mm-hmm.
And I also
Sorry,
feel like you would agree with.
Not sure I
you
can keep
agree with
listening to these
Garrison's
two
business
debate
cycle theory, don't
semantics.
you?
I'll gladly
Yeah,
help
but again,
with
this is
Laubadoof.
I think I'm about to create another room. Honestly. These guys arguing about legalizing all drugs, guns, and prostitute. I wanted to talk about legalizing all drugs, guns, and prostitution, but nobody joined but these two. But they're arguing about something else.
Oh,
But fuck it, I'll just play World of Warcraft. I really don't care.
I mean, I don't see a reason to have those 3 things illegal, honestly.
Me neither. I wanna be allowed to do whatever I want, so long as I'm not harming anyone.
Consensually, LOL.
Of course. Of course.
Gotta add that asterisk.
Yeah, of course. I kind of like having the tents in front of the. I like the thing about Turtle WoW is they have the tents in front of the. I kind of liked having all those people sitting in front, you know.
Yeah, that is a nice quality of life thing in the game.
That's the one thing I miss about Turtle WoW. I'm gonna miss playing about Turtle WoW.
My buddy and I are really looking forward to TBC. We're gonna focus PvP this time though.
Yeah, TBC looks like it's gonna be pretty cool, and I'm gonna try it out. And if it's good, you know.
It's so much fun. It's really my favorite spec.
I know that the Paladin is better, but I got a question. Do they have Crusader Strike for the Paladin in TBC?
Yes, but it's a talent.
I would say the most that's due to COVID.
Hello, Bubble.
What's up? What's up?
I think we need to legalize all drugs, guns, and prostitution. What do you think?
No.
Why not?
Why not? I don't know. I think it's bad for society, man. But yeah.
It's the last talent in RET for TBC.
Oh. That's it? It's bad for society?
Yeah. Oh no.
What level do you earn it?
Yeah. That's my reasoning. Like I'm not like I mean I'm not gonna convince you about otherwise. You're like an anarchist or something. So like I mean, you know.
Yeah, I am an anarchist.
Yeah, no, I can tell like from your voice, but
What, is that like is that supposed to be like an insult?
no, like I can just tell from your voice, like genuinely.
All right. Is that it? You don't have like an argument or anything?
But like, what's the point
I
in
think
arguing
it's 50,
if I won't be able
if
to
I
convince
recall.
you and you won't be able to convince
LMAO,
me?
this guy sounds like a real winner.
An honor. Victory.
Oh, you sound like a real winner.
It depends on like the aspect of life. Like some parts of life I'm winning, and some parts of life I'm not.
Yeah. So, what's your problem with prostitution?
What's my problem? Yeah, I don't want a bunch of like hoes in my society. So
I mean, so what? What's wrong with being a hoe?
dude. If you need someone to answer that question for you, I won't be able to convince you. So I mean, like, but let's talk about something more productive. What's your
Well, I
favorite
mean,
type of animal to hunt?
you're in the legalize all drugs, guns, and prostitution room, so
No, I don't think we should legalize like all guns, but
why not?
why not? Cause you could have like a guy smurf out, Draco, air out the whole block.
Yeah, but you could have somebody with a car run into a whole bunch of people. Should we ban cars now?
Yeah, I actually do think we should ban cars.
Well, we can have somebody with a samurai sword going around slicing people. Should we ban samurai swords?
I'm pretty sure samurai swords are actually already illegal in public. So yeah, they're actually
It's not illegal to have a samurai sword,
in public. Yes, it is.
but you can own a samurai sword.
Yeah, but you can't bring it out.
Wait,
in a public
it's not
area.
illegal to have a samurai sword in public. I'm pretty sure if you could carry a gun in public, I don't see why you wouldn't be allowed to carry a samurai sword.
People
I
can
mean, as
still
long
do
as
it
it's in
right
its
now
sheath.
regardless of legality.
And
just
someone could do
hinders
it anyways,
law-abiding.
even if they don't care if it's illegal. If somebody doesn't care if it's illegal, they'll do it
But
anyways.
that's every law, though. That's literally everything. So,
Yeah, but I differentiate. But one is like a victimless crime, right? Like one doesn't actually like violate anyone's actual rights.
I mean, okay, it's cool. But so yeah, what's your favorite type of animal to hunt?
To what?
To hunt?
To hunt? I've never been hunting.
Oh, okay. I see.
Have you? What's yours?
Some
I haven't been
locales
hunting
allow
yet
open
either,
carry
so
of
I
blade
was asking
items
for
just the
advice.
same as pew
But
pews.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
it was a question.
What was the question? Sorry, what was the question?
No, like I already asked. Like, what's your favorite type of animal to hunt? But like, you don't have an answer, obviously.
I
know
mean,
that
I would
now.
like to go. I would like to hunt some endangered animal. You know.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it would just make me feel better inside. Because there's not many.
Yeah, and-
I feel like the more rare the animal, the more cooler it is to kill it. Because you're not. There's not many there, so like you're one of the last people to kill their kind. You know.
You realize that's like ecological terrorism, right?
Oh, I don't really care about the environment.
You know,
Roflo.
weirdly enough, I could tell that by your voice as well. But how much do you bench press?
I don't know. I
How many
don't
push-ups
lift.
Can you do?
I don't lift, bro.
Okay, how many push-ups can you do?
Probably like 10 at the most.
Okay, I see. You know, prostitutes are illegal, and like if you have a camera. So I mean,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's legal if you have a camera, but I feel like, you know, why should I have to do that?
yeah, you're right. We should make both of them illegal. We should make both of them illegal. I'm glad we agree.
No, I think both should be legal. Why make it illegal at all?
I'm gonna already explain my reason. I don't want a bunch of hoes in my society. But
So what? What's wrong with a hoe?
I mean, dude, honestly, man, like
This guy should go back to
if
the
you
app
don't know
that
the answer
cycles
to
through
that,
who you're connected to.
like if you're like a 40, like 30-year-old man or something, you don't know the answer to that. I mean, you're never gonna learn it. So like, there's no point in telling you.
All right.
I think he's 14 tbh.
Sorry. I mean, the people join. There's no people that get cycled through. Basically, what happens is people see my room, and then they join and they talk to me if they choose to. That's just kind of how it works. And then on the left side of the screen, you could see who's talking to me, and when I'm talking, and when other people are talking.
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
Yeah, but he sounded like someone who should be in one of those apps lol.
Yeah. I don't really know how old he was. I didn't even really ask. Pretty sure you gotta be above 18 to be in this room. Or in the server, but... I think what Classic needs to do is add more content to the game.
I could see both sides of the argument.
I'm right, though. Let's be honest.
Haha.
What's my level character? 11. There's a good amount of people.
You should be free to do as you wish, without infringing on another. But I think it gets gray easily. Turtle isn't shutting down, are they? I didn't see anything about it.
No, they're not getting shut down. They're not getting shut down. But they're trying to shut them down, Blizzard. I mean, whether or not it works, we'll see. But even so, there are still tons of other free private servers that you could play on. They shut one down, another one pops up. They can't really get them all, you know?
I feel like Blizz has almost gotten too big to worry about copycats. Is it Turtle?
Nah, it's just classic WoW. Anniversary. PvE realm. Let's get this quest turned in. I feel like I want to lower my
On one hand is a compliment, but I could see why they would get butthurt about it.
they're butthurt because
I could see both sides of the argument. Haha. You should be.
the fundamentally it makes them lose money that other servers are around. And they don't like that. It's stupid.
They only lose money if someone currently paying switches to the free.
That is true. But then they are still losing money because a lot of people pay for skins too. And they don't like that.
True.
But I don't like the idea of intellectual property. I think the idea that Blizzard owns World of Warcraft is ridiculous.
May your blades never dull.
Cool. I finally got a two-handed sword.
Why? What makes owning it any different than owning something else?
Well, because it's not scarce. So, for instance, if I own a cell phone, the only reason why I own it is if you were to take it from me out of my possession, I would have the right to take it back. The owner is the person who has the right to direct a scarce resource. A concept, files on a computer, those are not scarce resources. They could be copied infinitely. So, if I copy the code for World of Warcraft and create my own private server, I'm not really stealing anything from Blizzard. All I'm doing is copying them. Copying is not theft.
So let me ask you, this typing here is limited, so bear with me.
Sure. It reads it to me, so you could type as much as you want.
If your ownership of an item is tied to possessing it, how do you prove a thing is yours if it's in another person's hands?
Well, generally, you would need some way to prove it, whether it be maybe like a receipt or... generally, in a free market, you have ways to prove that things are yours. Like if it's your cell phone, it has all your information on it, so you can kind of prove it. But fundamentally, whether or not you're able to prove it doesn't change whether or not it's yours, right? Like if I run off and steal it and you can't prove that it was me, well, I mean, it doesn't change whether or not it was wrong, you know? But I don't think people can really own an idea or a video
Okay,
game like that.
So if you made a sundial that fits on your wrist, and you hand it to me, who owns it?
Well, it depends on if you transferred it to him in the sense that you are giving it to him. Are you letting him use it, or are you giving it to him? You know? So if you're giving it to him, you're consensually giving it to him, in the sense that you're letting him have it, well, then it would be his. But if you're just letting him use it, it would still be yours, but you're just letting him use it.
There was no purchase, trade, or otherwise. It just went from being in your hand to mine.
Well, then it would still be his. Possession doesn't make you the owner. Possession is just a fact of life. A fact. You know, whether you have it in your hand or not. Ownership is the right
Added what
to control
I was
us.
asking.
Yeah.
That's
Ownership is just a right to control a scarce resource, which means that I am the owner. Like, I have the right to direct the use of it. And the ethical right.
why does it have to be scarce then, I would ask.
Because scarce resources, only scarce resources can there be conflict over. So for instance, if I take your car from you, you no longer have your car. But if I copy a video game, you still have that video game. All I done was copying it. All I've done was copied it.
I would argue that in both cases, they're not scarce nor plentiful.
Well, scarce doesn't mean there's a tiny bit of it. Scarce means that it can't be copied infinitely. So a MP3 file, or that there's not an unlimited amount of that thing. So for instance, an MP3 file theoretically can be copied infinitely. Whereas a car cannot. There can only be one of your car. So if I copy something that's in your possession using my own property, then I haven't taken anything from you. You still have it. Like same thing with like MP3 files or songs, right? If I copy an MP3, you still have the right. You still have that MP3. I just copied it. All I've done was copy it.
I understand where you're going with it, but what is the end point of the copying?
The copying is to just use it for yourself. See, like, generally that's the reason why people copy things.
Right, but what is to stop you from either showing others how to do it or you doing again?
Nothing. Copying doesn't really violate anyone's rights. I think that people should be allowed to copy things. Whether it's an idea, a video game, an MP3 players, an MP3, not an MP3 player, that would be a physical object. But an MP3.
So, in theory, if I owned an item and you copy it indefinitely, would that not snowball indefinitely?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Would it not bleed into other aspects of life, if you were to copy X then Y then Z etc.?
In what way?
Let's use the cars as an example.
Okay. So basically, if I copy your car, if I steal your car is no longer there. Whereas if I copy your car using my own property, like if I had an advanced 3D printer,
If I bought the
you still
last
have
car
it.
ever made, and you wanted it, there are several ways to get it, right?
Yeah. So you can either steal it, or you can convince the person to give it to you. Or you can buy it from them.
Okay, and I don't want to give /sell. So you copy it. But instead of you keeping it for yourself, you sell it.
Oh, okay. But if you sell it, then you're not violating anyone's rights because that thing is yours. You haven't stolen anything from anyone. But anyways, I'm probably going to call it a night anyways, because it seems like no one's really going to join.
Assuming you sell the copy and do it repeatedly, indefinitely. That eventually strains other resork.
MP3 files can be copied
Yeah,
infinitely.
It's hard to talk back and forth like this.
Yeah, it's no problem. And it's getting pretty late for me. Yeah, but I'll see you later, and it was nice talking to you, man. Have a good night.